What's going on, guys? Pauly G with Pauly G Fitness, and I'm going to take you guys through some controlled articular rotations. This is going to be the hip version. All right, so what I want you to do, whether this is a squat rack or if you just find like a sturdy pole, you could do this like on a light pole, you could do this on a basketball court pole, whatever it may be, a stripper pole, whatever you want to use. So the main point of it is you want to lock in the leg that's closest to the pole. So foot, and then I'm gonna throw my hip in here. So my hip is physically touching. And then I want to wrap my hand to where my body is now tight to the pole. So from this position, we're gonna take the hip through its ranges of motion. So you have hip flexion here, hip external rotation, and then you got internal rotation, and then you bring it back to hip extension, and then you bring your leg in towards the other leg for hip adduction. And then we're gonna go backwards. So from here, we go into extension, boom, abduction, back into flexion, and then all the way back down. So that was actually a fast-paced movement. When you guys do it, I want it to be even slower. So on this, it's very intentional. You're really trying to work, create space, use muscles that help a certain movement, activate those, really dig deep into those. So for me, you'll see when I struggle, so hip flexion, that's fine, right? My external rotation, not horrible, but as soon as I go to keep my knee in this position and then raise my heel, that's the hard and challenging part. And when you first start doing these, it's pretty normal to feel like you want to cramp up. And then coming down, boom, again, we're trying to press your leg in, right? We want to go inwards from here. When we go through extension, don't do what most females do when they do glute exercises and arch their lower back like this. We want to keep the lower abdominal engaged and your ribs flat. So when we go into extension, your glute is actually being activated from here. And then we open up as much as possible. And then you go back to your beginning. So that'll be in your program, 3 to 5 reps per side. And remember, you open up one way, close the other way, and that's how you do your controlled articular rotations for the hip. And I'm gonna see you guys on the next one.